Hello, everybody. Let me put these in because there's lots of noise. I forgot I didn't have them in. And okay, I think we're good. I think you can hear me, right? Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. So hi, free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, free Turtle Island, I believe is one, and I think there's more, and free everyone. No one. What's the thing? Uh, something something about no one is free if even one person is oppressed. Or I don't remember. Which is funny that I don't remember because I literally was just saw it the other day or something. It was just um, uh, the Samud flotilla is en route to Gaza. So good luck to them. Godspeed and such. Um, and yeah. So, um, let me open a beer. I got a beer. I'm not doing anything fancy today. I probably have other options to do. Oh, Jesus Christ! I put my fridge over here, and now it's fucking in the corner. And I can only open it like this much. I think I said that in a. I don't know if I said it in a, because I think I did a couple reviews with things like this, arranged like this. New chair. It's a nice chair. I got it for $3. Um, and I do miss my other chair because this one doesn't have enough room for Clara and I to both sit on it. So she's under the chair right now. Um, but yeah. So I'm gonna, right? Yeah, I'm gonna open this one first. Um, this is Broken Goblet and Mutual Respect, or Mutual Respect Brewers Co-op. So I don't know if it's a collab or if Broken Goblet is just part of the Mutual Respect. Um, but yeah, it's their fucking Pilsner. It I think they only do it once a year, and it comes out around the time of This Is Not Croydon Fest. So I usually get some. I think last year I didn't get anything to go from there last year, but I'm not sure if they even had it because it kind of sells out pretty quick because it's just a Pilsner. I can't keep doing the wrong mouse thing. So yeah, I don't know. What should we talk about today? I feel like I don't do this professionally or in any sort of capacity. That isn't me just trying to be vocal about Palestine and whatnot. So I don't really have like, I'm not a good talker, just as like, and my memory's not good. So, uh, I don't remember things that I want to talk about. Um, so I usually just that's there was something somewhat. Um, let's see. Um, those shocked by the Gaza Riviera plans, like the plans for like what they plan on doing with the Gaza Strip, which it's kind of sickening that we've even let it go this far. And a reminder, I could be doing more. I could be doing absolutely more than I am. So I don't understand people who aren't saying anything at all. Don't understand that, but you know. Anyway, those shocked by the Gaza Riviera plans would do well to recall Bali. In 1965, 1966, the U.S. sponsored a genocide in Indonesia that killed at least 1 million people. The killing field had not yet been cleared when U.S. luxury hotels started construction on the bones of the dead. Yeah, so it's not like we haven't done this before. And like I didn't even know that. So um, let's see. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. I'm just fucking. Let's see. I don't. The new iPhones are supposed to come out soon. I think. Don't get a new iPhone. If you need a new phone, get a used one. Get a refurbished one. Um, Preferably. I have this. I have this iPhone 15. Oh, did I ever show you my stickers? This is my Free Palestine, and this is my Forget Me Not. The uh, remembrance of the Armenian Holocaust. Um, hell is that? Hmm. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I don't know. Get the shirt out of the background out of that. Oh, um, I don't know. I'm just, I'm like very stressed out, very depressed. Figured maybe talking about stuff would help. I don't know. It doesn't really seem to help that much, at least right now. Um, yeah. I also feel a lot of guilt for not. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram and stuff, um, I've been sharing and talking about it for a whole, like pretty much the whole time. But I don't know. Haven't been using my platform with my all my followers, and I don't know. That kind of bums me out because I know people with bigger platforms that could be talking about it, but they choose not to, and whatever. I know. I know. I know people have their reasons. I personally don't think that there's a good enough reason. Um, because I think the only reason you wouldn't be talking about it is either you're a bad person and don't care. You for some reason think you're on the right side of this. Um, like you don't think it's genocide or Israel has a right to defend itself, whatever. Or you're in a position where it's convenient. You're in a position where you don't think you'll be affected by some of the other shit that's going on. Um, like uh like some of the shit that they're doing now with the ice and shit. Like not speaking up for Palestine. People not speaking up about Palestine is the reason why some of that shit is happening. Or at least it paves the way for that shit to happen. And there's all sorts of shit going on right now. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just not like oh, I remember what I was going to say. Um, which is actually good because what I've been saying kind of leads up to that. And because like I interact with other people uh, who have like bigger platforms than I will ever have, and and uh, and and sometimes I comment or whatever. uh, when a certain thing Uh, um, I think that I said this in yesterday's, um, where like you just kind of you're thinking something or you're feeling a certain way, and somebody articulates that, and it just makes sense to you, like stuff like that. Um, and like some of the stuff going on around is like you gotta take care of your mental health, because if you don't, you're gonna burn out and whatever. So seeing pictures of dead people every day, or dead babies, or dead children, or dead whatever, mutilated bodies, that the IOF have stolen the kidneys out of, like like it's weird because I think because originally I thought that was the problem. I thought I was I thought I was consuming too much of that, but I think it's more. Uh, but I realized, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, or maybe over the weekend, whatever. Well, Monday was the weekend, but um, that I think one of the things I struggle with is I don't have I don't have people in my immediate vicinity, um, who who are as outspoken, or even more outspoken, or even involved in more things. Um, like I've been trying to get involved with stuff, but it just seems like literally everything is bad timing, or or I see it too late, or whatever. Um, um, but but yeah. So I don't know. Gonna try reaching out or branching out. Try to be more social, I guess. Doesn't sound fun. Doesn't sound fun to me. Clara, come on, come here. Here. Oh, there you go. Oh, hi, Clara. Oh, Clara is sitting on my lap. I don't think she's ever laid down in my lap like this before while I was sitting. Like sometimes she'll like lay on my chest, like if I'm laying down. She'll do stuff like that. But she's Hey, Clara. So yeah, um, I don't know. I don't even know what to do with this shit. Like, let's see. Um, yeah, don't buy a new iPhone. Get it refurbished if you need a new one. Get a fucking. Uh, I don't know what Aura. Oh, I don't know if it's supposed to be Aura or Aura. It's Oura ring. Uh, they partner. They're partnered with Palantir now. Uh, is a sleek health tracking ring used by over 1 million people. It monitors your sleep, heart rate, temperature, menstrual cycle, and more. Many love it for its design and accuracy, but they just partnered with a company that raises major concerns. That company is Palantir. This partnership sparked immediate backlash. The reason is simple: Palantir is not just another tech company, it is one of the most powerful data surveillance firms in the world. Palantir is a US based company that builds powerful software for governments, militaries, and intelligence agencies. It was co founded by Peter Thiel, a billionaire with a long history of supporting far right causes and anti Muslim rhetoric. Palantir works with the CIA, ICE, NSA, and military forces around the world, but that's not all. Their software has been used for surveillance of Muslim communities, deportation tracking by ICE, predictive pol- predictive policing in cities, intelligence gathering for drone strikes, monitoring occupied territories in Palestine. The company's tools have helped governments watch, profile, and detain people. Their work is not just about data, it is about power. Uh, what is their partnership? In July 2024. Okay, so this is uh, they announced they will partner with Palantir to analyze user health data. This data includes metrics from your sleep, heart, temperature, stress levels, and activity patterns. Palantir is now helping them process and interpret this information using artificial intelligence, but the partnership raises serious ethical questions. Who has access to this data? Can it be shared with governments or law enforcement? Is there an opt-out option for users? What guarantees exist for people in vulnerable communities? They have not been transparent about what this means for user privacy. Why this is especially concerning: Palantir has direct links to the Israeli military. It has reportedly provided surveillance tools that help with targeting and intelligence operations in occupied Palestine. These tools are used in areas where people have no legal rights or due process. This is part of a larger system of apartheid. Palantir is also involved in systems that criminalize immigrants, monitor protesters, and profile communities of color. Yeah. So like I'm not gonna read. I'm not gonna read anymore. But yeah, all this shit's connected. Like, so if you care about one thing, you should care about all of it because it's going to affect you eventually. That's how this shit works. And I mean, there is a possibility, like there were in Nazi Germany, there were Germans who lived comfortably. Nothing really affected them. They just lived their lives. Whatever. I mean, I wasn't alive back then. I don't know if you were in Germany, if if there was a possibility of you not knowing what was going on at any point. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like uh how come we never hear media how come we never hear media report that in the year prior to October 7th, Hamas killed 250 Israeli civilians, kidnapped 800 Israeli kids, held 8,000 Israelis hostage, and built more than 12,000 homes on Israeli land. You know why? Because Hamas did none of those things. In reality, in the year prior to October 7th, the Israeli government killed 250 Palestinian civilians, kidnapped 800 Palestinian kids, held 8,000 Palestinians hostage, and built 12,000 plus homes on Palestinian land. But go on, pretend this all began on October 7th. Um, um, let's see. So I did mention this yesterday. Italian, it's Italian dock workers. I think I said Italian or Greek, uh, or Italy or Greece. If they touch the flotilla, we shut down the ports, which we could be doing that here. People could be doing that here. Unions here are not doing fucking anything as far as I know. Um, which is the whole point of a union is to have leverage. Seems fucking dumb to me. Hmm. Modern Palestinians share 70 about 70 to 80% Y chromosome match with ancient Canaanites slash Israelites. Ashkenazi Jews have about 30 to 50% Levantine ancestry, with 81% maternal lines European. Uh, I don't know what that means. Something says FST. I don't know if it's supposed to be first or I don't know. Distances show Palestinians closer to Bronze-aged Levantines than Ashkenazi, who cluster nearer Europeans. Thus, Palestinians are genetically closer to ancient Judeans like Jesus' tribe. Yeah, I did know about that. um, let's see. Video about how Burning Man sucks. It does. Fuck you if you go to Burning Man. I like how I was I brought 3 beers in here because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be doing this for a little bit, so I might need more than one. But I guess I forgot how much I don't want to drink beer, and I'm not. I just like this is fine. This is gonna last me probably the whole live stream, which I'm gonna get off around probably between 5:30. I'm making dinner tonight, so I gonna get off early. Um, what's this? Oh, is this Italy as well? Yeah, I think it is. Um, it's a video about I think it's Italy. Um, but these are college students. If Israel blocks the global Samud, I think that's how it's pronounced, Samud flotilla, will block the universities. So yeah, we could be a cool country, but we're too propagandized. It's just how it is. Um, oh yeah. So Lush, the place that Katie worked before the job she has now, um, they closed all of their UK stores in solidarity with Gaza. And and the stores put up these signs saying "Stop starving Gaza. We are closed in solidarity." And um, I like that. It's good. It's good. Gets people's attention. Lush is a big, uh, big, fairly big company. Even though I didn't really, I mean, I guess it's the, I guess I am not the demographic of people they're looking for. Um, but I also I know they did. I know Lush did a soap. They put out like a watermelon soap. I know because I have some, and that went to the proceeds for that, or 100% of the thing went to Gaza or whatever. And uh, but I'm pretty sure that's before the starvation started. But it was also later on in the thing. It was like, I think maybe a year later, something. Um, should I change the? I should probably change the. Come on. Uh, well, I'll do it later. Um, yeah. So, like, starvation is part of the genocide or the Holocaust, I should say. Um, and saying, at least at this point, stop starving Gaza implies that you're kind of okay with everything else. At least at this point in time, from my perspective. But what do I know? I don't know. Says crazy that Israel has 422 U.S. House seats. House overwhelmingly rejects uh, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's amendment to cut funds to Israel, 422 to 6. Uh, oh, yeah. So there were 2 Republicans that voted for that. There were 4 Democrats who voted for that. 215 Republicans voted no, and 207 Democrats voted no. So, like, what the? You fucking still think voting is a thing? Video of someone saying that they still use brands that are on the boycott list, but they steal them. They don't give money to those businesses. Let's see. Serbia has signed a 1.64 billion weapons deal with Israel. Yeah. Reports from August 2025 confirm Serbia signed a 1.64 billion deal with Israel's Elbit systems for artillery, drones, and other defense systems. Sources include Times of Israel and Haaretz. Haaretz? It's one of those things. Like, I know how to pronounce it, but I've never said it out loud myself, so. Uh, oof. Kevin Spacey apparently visited Israel in December. Spacey toured border areas. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be responding to something you would say, Ron, or Jay, RJ, Ron, Jay, something, wherever you prefer. I do not think the USA should be giving money or weapons to Israel or any other country for that matter. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Spacey toward border areas. Oh, well, there's a picture and it says Wakanda for pedophiles. Uh, Israel being that. Um, Spacey toward border areas, met with soldiers, and expressed emotional support publicly. Oh wait, is this old? I don't know. Kevin Spacey's name does appear in Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs alongside many other famous people. Multiple outlets, including Business Insider and The Independent, reported that Spacey flew with Epstein and Bill Clinton on the Lolita Express in 2002 on a trip to Africa for an HIV/AIDS humanitarian mission. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, just like other things. So, this is from a few days ago, or actually like a week ago or so, maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah. The DNC found a way to revoke David Hogg's election to vice chair despite him winning the nomination. And if you don't remember, David Hogg's one of the people who survived the Sandy Hook, I believe it was, school shooting. Um, the Democratic Party establishment won't endorse Zoran Mamdani. Is that how you pronounce his first name? Uh, Despite him winning the nomination. And now the Minnesota DAFL has found a way to revoke its endorsement of Minneapolis mayoral candidate Omar Fatah Feda. I don't know. Despite him winning the nomination, Democratic Party insiders keep crapping on its new and young leaders, yet wonders why young people are upset with the party and it has 26% approval. Yeah. Um, been seeing a lot of mm, Susan Sarandon is on the joins global flotilla to break Gaza siege. Uh, the German bourgeoisie claims that the lesson from the Holocaust is that we all must support Zionism. Yet the perpetrators of the genocide, Rosenberg, Eichmann, the SS, etc., were all pro-Zionist. The Nazis' goal was to get Jews out of Europe, and they were excited that some Jews shared that goal. Zionists said that Jews shouldn't live. Zionists said that Jews shouldn't live among other peoples. There's an extra word in there, excuse me. And Nazis celebrated this national awakening. So the German bourgeoisie Zionism is a continuation of their anti-Semitism. Yeah. Picture of Benjamin Netanyahu that says his family name is Milikowski. They're from Poland. They changed their name so you don't realize they're settlers. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, that's basically how, like, yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure how that works. Because uh, because if all right, let me just step away from this for a second. Um, yeah, so I don't know how that works. Like, are all Jewish names fake? Like, because Israel has only existed for so many years, but did Jewish last names exist before that? I don't know. I don't know. Or is everyone with a Jewish last name change at some point in the lineage changes their last name to sound more Jewish? Because I know Hebrew was a dead language, and Zionists brought that back. Um, and I was watching a thing the other day that was saying, like, we don't actually know what the original Hebrew sounds like, but there's like a couple things that were still used. It's kind of like Latin. There's like things you use Latin for, but you don't. Very few people speak Latin fluently.
Hey, Clara. You're very cute.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I'm like not even sure. I'm not even sure what is even going on anymore. I feel like finding out certain things has completely skewed my perspective of everything. Also put things in perspective and made sense of some things. But I don't know. It's a fucking weird world we live in. I didn't think I'd be doing shit like this. I don't want to be doing shit like this. I'll be left alone. Oh, I should say, I'm not going to be doing reviews anymore. I don't. It's kind of implied, uh, but yeah, this this is the only way you're going to be seeing me drink beers. At least. Uh, I still have a bunch of reviews I can post, so I'll probably post them eventually. Maybe keep the masses uh, assuaged, or whatever the word is. Um, yeah. This is a beer that I wanted to review, but I didn't. There's actually a beer I wanted to share with the boys. It's from Hot Plate. It's a rye lager. It's called Reciprocal Arrangement. In Catcher in the Rye, Mr. Antolini refers to reciprocal arrangement of learning from those who came before and sharing what wisdom we have acquired ourselves. This is the spirit with which we brew historical beers like this rye lager inspired by the obscure Roggen beer. This lager features a hearty malt forward flavor reminiscent of rye bread. Yeah, I love this. I love this beer. It's 4.9%. I don't know what the Pennsylvania doesn't have to put the ABV on here. So no breweries do. But I think this one's like this one might be 4.9 or it's like 5.4 or something like that. Yeah. Ooh. I had a few cans of these. I forgot to give them to them, so I've just been drinking them. But I've just been drinking them out of a can. Yeah. This is it's good. It's got like an almost chocolate kind of thing going on. Roasty. Rye. Yeah. Hmm. It's funny how much I know I like this beer, and just taking a couple sips. I'm just like, this is gonna take me a while to drink. Do do do. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Um, Israelis destroying aid at the Gaza border because you don't need because we need more reason to hate Israelis, right? The Jewish Policy Center in Washington, D.C. said that if Christians in Gaza think they won't be killed, they are mistaken, and then made a joke about making them martyrs. If you're a Christian who still supports Israel, God have mercy on your soul. Yeah. Yeah. So Zionism isn't just a Jewish thing. It uses Judaism to to um, expand and hide behind, shield itself. But yeah, um, apparently, I saw something that said Trump converted to Judaism at one point. I think in recent years. But uh, uh, um, what was I saying? I don't remember. I know I'm supposed to be talking. I just like don't even fucking. Um, Israeli soldiers refuse to fight in Gaza. Photos are being shared among Israelis who oppose the continuation of military operations in Gaza, showing soldiers who refuse to serve. These photos depict Israeli army soldiers who sustained critical injuries during their participation in the war on Gaza. The images carry a message that the military operations are futile, causing suffering and danger for Israeli soldiers and posing a threat to the lives of captives. A group of Israeli soldiers had also announced in a recorded video their refusal to return to the fighting in Gaza, describing this decision as the right step. I mean, oh, this was one of the things I was thinking about talking about first. I don't think I mentioned it. Um, the U.S. missile strikes alleged Venezuelan drug vessel. Do to do. And all right. Even if Washington's claims are accurate, drug trafficking does not justify a death sentence delivered by missile. Yeah. So there's a video here. It's a boat. It's you can see it's on the screen of some sort of drone or some shit. And they fucking bombed the boat. So even if Washington's claims are accurate, drug trafficking does not justify a death sentence delivered by missile. With the U.S. Southern Command assets already deployed in the region, why blow up a vessel instead of capturing and interrogating the crew? If the goal were really to uncover evidence of President Maduro's alleged involvement, this reckless approach raises only two possibilities. Either the narrative is fabricated and Washington used it as a pretext for a deadly show of force, or it's real and the U.S. chose extrajudicial killing over law, evidence, and humanity. I've been having a hard time enunciating words recently. International law is clear. The use of force is only lawful in self-defense or with explicit UN Security Council authorization. This strike had neither. It reflects the worst of U.S. militarism, secretive, unilateral, and contemptuous of due process, human rights, and the rule of law. Under U.S. law, it's equally indefensible. The Constitution gives Congress, not the President, the power to authorize war. Unilateral action may only be used in emergencies or self-defense, and this strike meets neither. Now the administration claims it can sink any vessel it deems tied to drug trafficking without verifying or following basic rules of engagement designed to protect civilians. Blowing up a boat at sea without verifying its cargo or sharing evidence shreds the rule of law, tramples human rights, and opens the door to catastrophic abuses. And while the White House wastes at least $7 million per day on reckless military operations, it slashes funding for the very things that could actually address drug addiction at home, healthcare treatment programs, and education. Once again, we see the U.S. president bypassing both Congress and the public, waging war from the shadows. We refuse to let Washington drag Latin America and the Caribbean back into an era of gunboat diplomacy and imperial control. The war machine must be stopped. Like any nation, Venezuela has the right to sovereignty. The Caribbean has the right to peace. We demand an independent investigation to end an end to U.S. military escalation in the region and full accountability for any violations of international law. The people demand peace, justice, and accountability, not missiles and lies. Hands off Venezuela. Yeah. Yeah, so this was a statement by Code Pink, if you're not familiar. Their profile says transnational feminists for peace. So yeah, I followed them. Let's see what else. Liam Cunningham, actor in the series Game of Thrones, is one of the participants in the Samud fleet heading to Gaza. It's funny, I've never seen Game of Thrones, but Liam Cunningham is in one of my favorite movies I always forget the name of it. It's either Let Us Pray, Prey, or it's uh, yeah, it's Let Us Pray, Prey. Um, One of my favorite movies. It's fucking weird. It's good. Um, yeah. So he's apparently in the flotilla as well. I think he was supposed to go with one of the other ones, and then he didn't end up doing it, but he was involved somehow. So I don't know if there was just a miscommunication or if he had something come up or whatever. Uh, Gaza's Ministry of Health reported 19 famine deaths, most of them children. This raises the toll to over 360 since the crisis began, including 130 children. The UN has officially declared Gaza in famine, the first in the region, with more than 500,000 people on the brink of starvation. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't understand why people are choosing to not talk about this. Mm, My Town, an Israeli urban renewal developer focused mainly on Tel Aviv, has been hit hard by the city's real estate slowdown. Despite 12 active projects, it hasn't sold a single apartment in 2025. This reflects cautious buyers, high prices, and uncertainties from the Gaza war, and political unrest. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Uh, One last thing before I go. Um, I don't know if you follow any sort of uh, political things. Um, if you've heard of what's going on in Burkina Faso, they were doing really well. They were doing really well. And then apparently they made it illegal to uh I don't know the exact um he's been doing the president what's his name? Traor. I think that's how you pronounce it. Um he's been doing great things, awesome things. And then just the other day I saw something about how he or maybe not him specifically, but the Congress or whatever they have there voted to ban like LGBTQ stuff, make it illegal. So definitely a loss for them on that front. But you know, fucking
Oh yeah, Clara.
um. But yeah, sucks. Uh, maybe I'll do one more thing before I go. Um, that's that. Here's a fun. This is a fun story. ICE agent who followed woman into women's bathroom, with gun to flirt with her, and arrested a U.S. citizen, Isaiah Hodgson, is dead after committing suicide just before his court hearing. Oh wait. Oh man. I thought that was saying the ICE agent killed himself. What? Oh, it was him. Okay, hold on. I read that out loud and I was like, wait, are they talking about the guy he arrested? But no. Oh yeah. Burkina Faso government passes law banning homosexuality. Yeah, so whatever. Yemeni says, or Yemen? think it's supposed to say Yemeni something says. I'll read the thing. It said Yemeni official targets Israeli leadership. A Yemeni official has declared no negotiations with Israel or Arabs, naming the top Israeli leader and military staff as the next targets, with Yemen stating it is locked and loaded as reported by BRICS News, escalating regional tensions. Yeah, because I mentioned yesterday that Israel killed Yemen's prime minister, and then I saw something else that said it was the prime minister plus the whole cabinet. So, yeah, fuck Israel. All right, I gotta go because I gotta make dinner. Thanks for hanging out. Free Palestine and stuff. Sudan, Congo. I gotta when I get a chance, I'm gonna look up the list of all the places that are being genocided by the West. Maybe I'll do that for the next one. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do one of these tomorrow, but I'll do one at least this weekend. I don't know if it'll be Friday or Saturday or something. I'm gonna try to do these more, and like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to be better at it. Do my best. All right. Until Palestine is free. I forgot I gotta click 2 buttons.